You know that guy you filled out the survey for? His score is B. He's a guy with promising potential, but he has work to do. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He will likely go far in his career, mostly because he is dedicated and follows through on his plans with quiet discipline. He doesn't believe in fake promises. He just puts his head down and gets things done step by step. If he says he'll achieve something, you can trust he's serious about it.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he handles it calmly and rarely lets his feelings show. He doesn't react with anger or panic. Instead, he quietly looks for a way to fix the problem. Instead of complaining or blaming others, he focuses on solving the issue step by step.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work probably respect his hard work and discipline, but he isn't very warm or friendly. He isn't the type to joke around or make small talk with others. He rarely starts fights, but he may have trouble making close friends at work.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he might say a simple good job and get back to his own tasks. He's not the type to throw a party or shower you with praise. Deep inside, he doesn't get jealous, but he also won't show much excitement. He's focused on his own goals and isn't worried about competition.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he won't secretly resent you or feel jealous. He's more interested in doing his own work well and doesn't spend much time comparing himself to others. His focus is on his own goals, so you don't have to worry about hidden grudges or silent competition.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He handles money very carefully and keeps close track of what he spends. He prefers to plan and budget, avoiding unnecessary expenses and sudden purchases. You won't see him wasting money on fancy things or making risky decisions.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives a life he can afford and doesn't try to show off or pretend to be richer than he is. You'll notice he picks simple, practical things and avoids buying anything just for status. If anything, he might be a bit too modest with his choices.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is tight with money and keeps his kindness to himself. He tends to help only when absolutely necessary and doesn't go out of his way to make others feel special or loved through small gestures or gifts. If you hope for generous surprises or open hearted affection, you may end up disappointed.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is open and straightforward about money. You won't have to worry about hidden expenses, secret accounts, or unexplained spending. If a problem comes up, he's likely to speak plainly rather than hide it.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes housework should be shared and prefers things to be fair and orderly at home. He may not be enthusiastic about chores, but he won't expect you to do everything by yourself. Don't expect playful teamwork, but he won't leave you alone with the work either.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will actually help with chores and diapers, not just watch or tell you what to do from the side. He's practical and believes that if something is on the list, it should get done. So expect him to pitch in without a fuss. You won't have to chase him or remind him, as he likes things neat and organized.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He doesn't argue just to prove he's right, and he's not the type to raise his voice or get stubborn in a discussion. While he may not show deep emotion or always offer comforting words, he is willing to listen and understands that fairness matters. He values order. So he'll look for ways to settle things simply and patiently.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he stays respectful and doesn't say hurtful things or act in an aggressive way. He keeps his emotions under control and doesn't let frustration turn into shouting or insults. You won't have to worry about angry outbursts or cruel words from him.
Does he have a bad temper?
No, this is not the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. He is steady and usually keeps his feelings in check even when something goes wrong. He doesn't snap at people or lose his cool without reason.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He can say sorry and take responsibility when he's made a mistake. He doesn't waste time blaming you or making excuses. Instead, he treats issues as problems to fix, not battles to win. You won't find him dodging responsibility or twisting the story. He prefers to keep things fair and honest.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no means no. He takes rules and personal limits seriously, so you don't have to worry about him ignoring what you say or pushing you to change your mind. If you set a line, he quietly follows it without arguing or trying to test you. He may not talk much about feelings, but he knows how important trust and respect are.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
No, he's not the kind of man who takes it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He understands boundaries and doesn't make a fuss or get upset if you say no. He keeps his feelings to himself and doesn't sulk or blame you for your choice.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care and respect. He isn't the type to share or use anything personal to hurt or embarrass you later. His approach is practical and fair, not spiteful or dramatic.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is faithful and not easily distracted by other women. His personality is steady and focused, and he believes in keeping commitments. He doesn't chase excitement or need the attention of new people to feel good about himself.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he is not over possessive, jealous, or controlling. He trusts you to make your own choices and doesn't hover or question your every move. He prefers fairness and order, so controlling behavior is not part of his nature.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature is not a sign of a controlling personality. He likes to keep things organized and safe, but he doesn't use protection as an excuse to boss you around or limit your freedom. He doesn't insist on making all the decisions or checking up on you constantly.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will see parenting as a team effort and is willing to share the responsibilities fairly. He believes in doing what needs to be done and won't expect you to handle everything alone. He may not bring much excitement or emotional bonding, but he doesn't shy away from his duties.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and not lose his temper. He handles mistakes patiently and doesn't shout or make a scene. His approach is steady, focusing on teaching and correcting rather than punishing.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support your role as both a mother and your own person. He understands the importance of sharing family duties and respects your choices outside of home life. You can count on him to help with parenting and daily tasks. So you have space to focus on your own goals too.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, this is not the kind of man who will secretly hope you quit your career after having a child. He respects routines and fairness. So, if he encourages your career now, it's because he genuinely supports your work. He isn't likely to change his mind suddenly or push you to give up what matters to you.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will likely just act polite on the surface with your parents rather than showing real warmth. He believes in behaving respectfully and following proper manners, but don't expect deep emotional connections or friendly chats. If warmth and closeness with your family matter to you, you may notice he's a bit distant. He will try to adjust to your family, but in a practical and quiet way.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly and not make things worse. He is steady and prefers to solve problems quietly, without drama or loud arguments. Even if things get tense, he will keep his emotions in check and look for practical ways to settle things.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is likely to be practical and modern with you in private, but may expect you to follow more traditional ways, like being a supportive wife when it comes to his relatives. He values order and fitting in, especially during family events or in front of elders. He won't force you harshly, but he prefers things to go smoothly and avoid any drama.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will support you, but often in a quiet and practical way rather than fighting openly on your side. He doesn't like drama or taking sides during family disagreements, so he may not argue loudly for you in front of everyone. His steady presence can help you feel supported, even if he keeps things low key.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He is not a mummy's boy, and he doesn't blindly follow his mother's wishes. While he respects order and routine, he knows how to be fair when there's a conflict. His goal is to solve the problem, not win points for anyone.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
No, he will not share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He respects privacy and understands boundaries, so your personal matters will stay between you and him. You can trust that he won't gossip or complain to his family about your arguments or intimate moments.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy gets a B. He's a guy with potential, but he has work to do to live up to it. Being in a relationship with this man day in and day out means living with someone who values calm, order, and routine above excitement or big emotions. He is reliable and practical. You can trust him to keep his promises and pitch in with chores, bills, and family duties.